Hey folks, it's Russ. Today is Tuesday, May 13th, 2025. Hope you're having a great day. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about how I made $225 today from two simple programs, Instant Pay 24/7 and Cash Building System Unlimited. But before I get started, I'm just going to make sure that everything is tuning properly on my end. And as always, if you're tuning in, let me know where you're tuning in from. And if you're watching the replay, use hashtag replay. For those of you on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, please consider doing so. Click the like button and the notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. All of that helps me out a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. All right, perfect. And of course, if you're on here and have any questions, whether you're watching live or the replay, just put them in the comments and I'll get back to you. So if you've never seen any of my videos before, I've been involved in the work from home space for the last 18 plus years. I've been fortunate enough to be working full-time for myself since 2018, and it's my true passion to help people generate mailbox money using social media and direct mail marketing. I eat, sleep, and breathe marketing. I love it, everything about it, and I love direct mail. So with that being said, today I had a $200 commission from Instant Pay 24/7 come in. And then just a short while ago, I had a commission come in from Cash Building System Unlimited. That was a $25 commission. So I'm just going to show you proof here, share my screen. All right, now this is a screenshot because I'm not going to go live into the back office of my Stripe account. But you can see here that this is a post I did 1 hour ago, okay? Right there, Tuesday, May 13th. And it's a payment of $200, all right? And this is for Fire Media LLC. This is my business name, for my online marketing stuff, Fire Media. And basically it just says, this came in at 12:06 p.m. today. And it says, congratulations, Fire Media. You just received a payment through Stripe. And you can see the $200 payment here, all right? So this is for Instant Pay 24/7. This is a brand new direct mail opportunity, and the owner of this opportunity has been involved in the direct mail space for the last 30 plus years. All right, he has other programs that he's put together, and this is his newest program. It's only been around for less than 2 months. Okay, and what I love about it is that it pays you instant commissions. You can get paid through Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, Stripe if you want to accept credit cards, Wise, Mass Pay. You can accept PayPal, and you can accept cash or money orders as well. All right. Those obviously aren't instant pay, but you can still get paid any way you want to. And what caught my attention with this opportunity is the owner. I reached out to him. He was very transparent and answered all of my questions. I resonated with him. Or I felt a good vibe from him. I knew that he wasn't BSing me with anything. And I like the fact that he's a Christian family man. His wife, his daughters, and his son all help him run his business in some capacity. And just the fact that he's been doing this for 30 plus years was all that I needed to know to join this opportunity. Okay. Now, the cool thing about this opportunity is when you join, you get a $595 bonus, because he's going to give you a free upgrade into his main program where you can earn an additional $500 commissions. All right. So you don't have to pay anything to get into his other program at the $500 level, which I thought was it's a fantastic deal. Okay. So that's what I love about Instant Pay 24/7. I do have other videos on my YouTube channel about this opportunity. So if you're interested, go and check those out. How are you doing, John? Thanks for hopping on here. How you doing, Yolanda? Thanks for hopping on here. Welcome to the team. So that's it for Instant Pay 24/7. It's a great opportunity. I love the $200 instant commissions that you get, and the products that you get in your back office are nothing short of amazing. Okay, so I'll do more videos on that. I'm actually waiting for a PowerPoint presentation from the owner with some new updated material. And once I receive that, I'm going to do a whole presentation on the entire opportunity, everything that you get, how it all works, and so on. All right. So check that out. Instant Pay 24/7. It's a great opportunity. So the next commission I made today was from someone who joined me in Cash Billing System Unlimited. All right. It's actually Yolanda. She actually joined Cash Billing System Unlimited today. She's been watching my videos for a little while and decided to take the chance and join Cash Billing System Unlimited. So again, welcome to the team. I look forward to working and earning with you. And this is another great opportunity, which I have many videos about. It's a simple direct mail opportunity. You earn $25 fast start commissions, and you can earn all the way up to $3,500 commissions, depending on what level that you come in at. Okay. So let me just pull this up here. This is a screenshot that I'm going to share, simply because I don't have the check yet, but I do have an email that I received. So this is what this looks like. Okay. Basically, you can see here, Cash Billing System Unlimited, new member. The owner's Jay Dagan, so he sent this to me. This was at 7:16 p.m. All right. And it says you have a new member. They joined at phase 1. And you can see this is my sponsor number, 5403. And that is a $25 commission that I earned that will be paid out to me. I'll probably get the check depending on when Jay sends us out. It might be probably Monday. I'm thinking somewhere Saturday or Monday. All right. So that's always fun to get some mailbox money. And again, Cash Billing System Unlimited. It's a super easy system. If you can mail out postcards, you can make these opportunities work. All right. You don't need anything special. Basically, you have to stay consistent with what it is that you're doing. You're mailing postcards. All right. And I mail out letters, and I show people who join me exactly what I mail out and how it all works. And since I've been doing the letters, I've tripled my income. All right. So I have a system in place here. It just flat out works. The only thing that you have to do is commit to a program, show up every day, stay consistent, take massive action, and you can get results. All right. That's all it is. It's nothing complicated. There's no tech stuff required. There's people in this industry who make 6 and 7 figures a year simply mailing out postcards and flyers. All right. Now, what I teach social media marketing as well. I use Facebook and YouTube on top of all of my mailings. So I call it a hybrid marketing method where I use both social media and direct mail marketing. But I can tell you that you can do it either way. If you just want to promote this online, I'll show you how to do that. If you want to just mail out the postcards and flyers, I'll show you how to do that. And if you want to do exactly what I do and get the best conversions, I'll show you how I do both. Okay. So that's all you do. But why this works is it's simple. It's beginner friendly. There's no tech stuff. Like I mentioned, you don't have to worry about going on training calls or being on long phone calls with your sponsor or upline. There's none of that stuff. It's as simple as mailing out postcards. All right, here's my Cash Billing System Unlimited postcard. If you can put a stamp on this and affix a peel and stick address label and get these down to the mailbox, you can make these opportunities work. Now, I don't guarantee anybody anything because it's all dependent on your work ethic. And most people, their work ethic is not very good. Okay. But I can tell you with all the years that I've been doing online marketing that mailing out postcards and flyers, it doesn't get any easier than this. All right. You can train a monkey to do this type of work. All right. And it surprises me how many people give up on themselves before they even start. All right. They'll get 100 postcards. They'll mail them out. They don't make a sale right away. They get upset and they quit. And then they think the systems don't work. When in fact, it's them not doing the work. I'm showing you every single week. I'm getting results from the actions that I'm taking every single week. All right. I mean, I made $225 today. So anything is possible if you're willing to put in the work. You just have to show up. All right. Let me just see if I have any comments over here. But these postcard opportunities, they're great for people who are looking for ways to supplement their income or replace their income. All right. You start small. If you can only afford to mail out 100 postcards a month, just mail out 100 postcards a month and continuously do that until you start making sales. And once you start making sales, you take some of that money, reinvest it back into your business, and you scale it up. This is super scalable, and it's duplicatable for anybody. So when you have somebody who joins you, you know, there's no training involved. right? You just have to tell them, stick with it, stay consistent. It's what I preach in all of my videos. All right. I'm not a big marketing genius or anything like that. I don't have magic push buttons here that I'm pushing to make all this money. I'm just showing up every single day, right? Every single day. And when you start doing that and you stay consistent long enough, you start getting results every single day, right? And that's the beautiful thing about this. I had a sale come in on Mother's Day for American Bill Money, and I have sales come in around the clock because I stay consistent in what I do, right? I show up every day. I make content for YouTube and Facebook, and then I do mailings. In fact, I'm getting ready. I just put some address labels on these, okay? And I'm going to send up or do a whole stack of these later tonight. And I'm going to go to the mailbox tomorrow and mail them on out. And I do that every single day. And that's all there is to it, right? It doesn't have to be anything harder than that. There's nothing complicated about this. So I don't know why more people don't do it, because direct mail is coming back, right? I have a book right here, right there on top, that's laying across right there. That book is from the 1930s. It's a first edition, Successful Direct Mail Marketing Methods. All right. The principles in that book are the same principles that apply today. All right. And I guarantee you that direct mail is not going anywhere in our lifetime, because people like getting tangible things in the mail that they can hold, that they can look at, that they can read. And why everybody else is over online here trying to get clicks and fight for views and all that stuff, not many people are doing direct mail. All right. When you compare all the people online trying to get their stuff seen compared to the people doing direct mail, there's not very many people doing direct mail, right? So it's something that still works today. 95% of all mail gets delivered. And we know that the other 5% that doesn't, once in a while, something gets lost in the mail, but mostly the other 5% that doesn't get delivered is because we know that 5% of the population in the United States is always moving, right? But 95% of the people are going to get your letters or postcards or flyers that you mail to them, right? And what I do is I'm using the leads I'm getting from these programs, and I'm mailing them out. I'm mailing my letters out to them with my information in it. And that just works, okay? Because you're mailing to people who are looking, who have requested more information about work from home opportunities. So it just flat out works. All right, Yolanda said, I'm doing good, and thank you. I know you have my email. Yeah, yes, hello, everyone. Yes, I sent you a welcome email. And Elsie says, Russ, do you suggest having a P.O. box from the start? You don't have to have a P.O. box from the start. I recommend you have a P.O. box from the start, simply because you're going to start getting mail from other people. Now, there's a marketing method where people reverse mail you. So some people are already doing direct mail that are on your email list, and you're going to get mail. I got this today. All right, this came in my mailbox today. All right, this is about a program opportunity, okay? Or a get paid to play the lotto. All right, so somebody sent this to me today. This came in my mail. And yeah, every week I get stuff in my mailbox. Usually, probably, it depends, but maybe a dozen to 2 dozen pieces of mail that come into my P.O. box from people reverse marketing. So meaning that they get my envelope and then they send me their offers. So if you can afford to get a P.O. box, I suggest it. But if you don't mind having, mail like that come to your home address, there's nothing wrong with it. It's perfectly fine. It's just totally dependent on your preferences. All right. I do it just to kind of cut down the mail that comes to my house. Plus, I don't need everybody knowing my home address. Not that you can't go and look it up, but yeah, I mean, I do recommend a P.O. box. It makes things a lot easier. And also on top of that, one thing you want to do regarding P.O. boxes is that I live in the town that I live in. A P.O. box is about $200 a year. Okay. So about 2.5, 3 miles down the road, there's another post office, and I went down there and I'm paying $60 for the year for my mailbox. Okay. So go, as long as you can get to your P.O. box, search for which one's cheaper. All right. Because you can save a lot of money by finding a cheaper mailbox. All right. You don't have to pay for the $200 mailboxes. Will they send you more postcards because you got a referral? No, they used to do that. They don't do that anymore. So no, you just make the commissions. Let's see. Yes, Elsie, I got one before I purchased my kit. All right, that's good. You're most welcome. Any questions, or feel free to ask them. How you doing, Brian? Thanks for watching. How you doing, Tina? Out in the living room. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the stars. I appreciate each and every single one of you. But so yeah, I mean, these are great opportunities. It builds real momentum when you stick with it. And once you make your first sale, like I said in my video earlier today, you get super excited. And you know, if you can make one sale, you can make 10 sales, you can make 100 sales, you can make 1,000 sales, you can make 10,000 sales, you can make 100,000 sales. And like I said, there's people in this industry just mailing postcards and flyers, have nothing to do with the internet. You're never going to hear who they are, all right, unless you're really into the direct mail marketing world. They make 6 and 7 figures a year just mailing out postcards and flyers, okay? So there's lots of things that are possible. And one more thing before I go, if you go over to joinruss.com, all right, this is another thing that I show you how to do when you join me. Let me just share this. All right, joinruss.com takes you over to my Linktree page, okay? And on my Linktree page, I have everything, everything that I offer, all right? You can see here is a picture of me, my name, tells people what I do. I help people generate mailbox money. They can connect with me on Facebook and YouTube. You can join my Mailbox Money Empire Insider newsletter. All right, you can purchase a 60-minute breakthrough call. I have a 30-day momentum program that helps you build consistency and get results in 30 days. And then I have my top 3 direct mail marketing opportunities. These are in no particular order, all right? And then if you have any questions, you can reach out and you can check out my latest YouTube video. All right, this converts, folks. This is all these things here have their own systems. So if you go here, my #1 direct mail opportunity, brand new system pays $200 commissions instantly. When you click on that, I have a system in place that does all the selling and telling for me. All right, so really all I have to do is get people over to my joinruss.com page. All right, look at that capture page. It's awesome. Right, you know how many leads I get in here every single day? Free video reveals, travel and savings membership, new 200 plus a day system. It's easier than you think. We close the sales. We do the work and you get paid. Instant income, no waiting. People enter their name, their email, and a phone number. Click show me the video. It takes them over to another page, right? That looks just like this. And you can watch this 15-minute video about the opportunity. And the system does all the work for me. I create content to get them over to my Join Russ page. All right. And they're going to see that I'm a real person. They can see that they can reach out and I get back to people. And then they can go and check out my opportunities. Now, if you were to click on the other, say the #2 direct mail opportunity, that takes you over to this page. Right? Look at this. Discover the #1 system that's pocketing average people $2,500 to $3,500 in cash. Simple postcard system, $50 startup, done for you system. We take the calls. They enter their info, click show me the video, and it takes people over to my Cash Building System Unlimited sales page. Right? There's a video there. There's a system overview. Right? Shows people no experience needed, no emailing or spamming. It shows you the compensation plan where you can earn up to $3,500 per referral. You can call the owner. You see my sponsor ID number. You see a picture of me. And that's it. That's what I do. I have systems in place that do everything for me. So it doesn't get any easier than that. It doesn't get any easier than that. And I show everybody exactly what I do. All you have to do is copy what I'm doing and take action. And, and understand that you're not going to get results like I have overnight. All right. It does take some time, but just like any type of business you're building, it takes time. But you can have success if you're willing to show up every day, take major action, and stay consistent. That's all it is. That's the winning formula right there. Right? That's the winning formula. But I'm telling you, folks, it doesn't get any easier than this. All of my direct mail opportunities are awesome. I look for owners that I can get in touch with who the BS meter doesn't go through the roof when I talk to them. I look for longevity of programs. All right. American Bill Money has been in business for the last 22 years. Instant Pay 24/7. While it's a new program, the owner has another program, and he's been involved in the direct mail space for the last 30 plus years. And Cash Building System Unlimited, the owner's been involved in direct mail for a long time, and it's a program that's been around 10 years or so. All right. And you can get in touch with all three of the owners. Okay. So that's why I choose these programs over all these other programs that everybody's talking about online that they're not going to be around next year or in 2 years, most of them. Right. You get a bunch of leaders there. They just promote the heck out of it to get every single person below them to make all the money. And then they're on to the next program. Right. So, and there's, whatever. I'm not bashing on any programs or anything like that. I just personally like direct mail opportunities. All right. I know these three that I'm involved with aren't going anywhere. Like I said, you can get in touch with the owners, which is rare. A lot of the programs online, you don't even know who the owner is. Right. And that's why I choose to do this, do what I do. And I have really good success with it. All right. So if you're looking for a way to supplement or replace your income, go to joinruss.com. Check out all my offerings. I do offer coaching, but check out my programs that I'm a part of. All three of them are really top notch. And reach out to me if you have any questions. So, again, I appreciate each and every single one of you on here. Let's see here. I got one for 6 months. I paid $96. That's a good. Yeah, it's not bad. That's a good price. Yes, I could have gotten the year for $192 for 13 months because I'm a first-time PO box, but I already purchased the 6 months, and they were only giving me half my money back. Well, at least you got some money back. So I just stuck with the 6 months, and that's the smallest box. Yeah, that's right. You don't need the big boxes. All right, the smallest box is fine. So, but listen, I appreciate all of you on here. Tina, thanks for being on here. Yolanda, thanks for being on here. Again, welcome to our Cash Building System Unlimited team. Elsie, thanks for being on here. John, Brian, I appreciate each and every one of you. All of you who watch the replay, thanks so much. If you find value in my videos and you're on YouTube, please consider giving me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so you're notified each and every time I upload a new video. And with that being said, I hope you have a great rest of your day wherever you are. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. And until then, stay well, be safe, and peace be with you. Thanks for watching.